Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our newest video. Fasten your seatbelts as we bring the highly interesting topic for soccer lovers, the most deserving player for the MVP, Offensive and Defensive Award of the Year. If you say a person or a thing deserves something, you mean they should have it or receive it, because of their actions, efforts, and abilities. Today, we're going to discuss and compare the player's statistics. Hey, if you haven't clicked the subscribe button, so hurry up. Press the icon for more updates, comment, like, and share with your soccer lovers. First, let's talk about the MVP Award of the Year. MVP Award of the Year. The National Football League's most valuable player in that year's regular season is presented annually by the Associated Press NFL Most Valuable Player Award. The famous player, Patrick Mahomes, a quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, is the most recent Associated Press NFL Most Valuable Player. But we could say that Jalen Hurts, an American football quarterback, deserved it more. Now, I'll elaborate what's the reason behind this. But first, let's have a look at their career achievements. The NFL quarterback with the best 6-year start in history has undoubtedly been Patrick Mahomes. He's a Texas Tech alum who has amassed an impressive list of victories, including a Super Bowl, several Pro Bowl selections, All-Pro awards, and seasons with at least 4,000 yards. The Year 6 quarterback led the Kansas City Chiefs to earn another AFC West Division championship, making the season just as memorable as his MVP winning season in 2018. He had a strong statistical season with a start line of 5,048 passing yards, 40 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions in 2022. Then there's Jalen Hurts, who for the majority of the 2022 season called shots for the league's top team. Hurt has been on a run, and as a result, the 30-year pro was selected to start in this year's Pro Bowl. He has demonstrated a variety of skill moves, and he's equally dangerous on the ground and in the air. The only thing that might somewhat damage his chance of winning MVP is his 2 missed games over the past 2 weeks due to a shoulder injury. He has a magnificent statistical category, putting up a stat line of 3,472 throwing yards, 22 passing touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. In 2022, he also rushed for 747 yards and scored 13 touchdowns. The main debate about who deserves more is the third quarterback, Jalen Hurts, is the most deserving, having guided the Eagles to an unexpected 13-3 record entering Week 18 of the 2022 NFL season. This is a result of Hurts, the offensive line, and some excellent coaching. Hurts winning the league MVP award could be the cherry on the top, especially with the quarterback on a rookie contract. Patrick Mahomes said in his victory speech, "No matter how I feel coming home, you all bring me joy and make me appreciate the time I get to spend with you all." Now, have a look at the Offensive Award of the Year. Offensive Award of the Year. The offensive player in the National Football League, who the Associated Press believes had the best season, receives the Associated Press NFL Offensive Player of the Year award each year. A nationwide panel of a sports writer who regularly follows the NFL cast their votes to determine the winner. The award for the 2022 NFL season is currently held by wide receiver Justin Jefferson of the Minnesota Vikings, since he was on track to surpass Calvin Johnson's record for the most receiving yards in a single season in NFL history, with 127 receptions, 8 touchdowns, and 1,809 yards. NFL players voted for Jefferson to win the prestigious award. The beginning of his career could not have been better. Since entering the league, the standout receiver has amassed impressive stats. In addition to breaking the Vikings' single-season receiving record, Jefferson's career is progressing at a historic rate. Johnson still retains the record for most receiving yards in a 2012 season, is 1,964 yards. Jefferson has played 2 games and now has 1,756. He needs 209 yards to catch Johnson. It's important to keep in mind that Johnson achieved his record with a 16-game NFL season, not the 17 games Jefferson currently receives. The Vikings' final 2 games are on the road in Green Bay and Chicago. Jefferson may walk among us. He's not one of us. In addition to his position, he was able to stand out from the crowd, and while many QBs and RBs had cases that were comparable to others at his position, he was most of the obvious statistical brilliance. In terms of catches, 128 on 184 targets, Jefferson was the NFL's top performer with 1,809 and 106.4 average per term. He finished with 9 total TDs, and for his second consecutive year, led the leagues in yards per touch at 13.9. After being deserving in his first 2 NFL seasons, it assisted him in moving up to the first team of the AP All-Pro. There is no doubt that Jefferson's occasionally jaw-dropping play and his goofy character contributed to his popularity as one of the league's most promising young players at any position. Justin Jefferson said in his victory speech, "First and foremost, I got to thank the man upstairs. Additionally, he said, my whole career has been amazing." Last but not least here on our list is the Defensive Award of the Year. Defensive Award of the Year. The NBA has presented the Defensive Player of the Year award annually to the league's top defensive player since the 1882-83 season. Nick Bosa won the Defensive Player of the Year award from the Associated Press, although he missed out on Super Bowl LVII. His efforts were appreciated. Lane Johnson, who's in the 10th NFL season, hasn't shown any signs of age, but the seasoned OT just made a comeback after suffering a groin injury. Meanwhile, Bosa created havoc in 2022 with 18.5 sacks and 48 quarterback hits, and is a locked DPOY award. A well-deserved honor for the Defensive Player of the Year. Nick Bosa won the award unanimously by voting. He won by 46 votes. Hassan Reddick got 2 votes, Quinnen Williams and Chris Jones each got only 1 vote respectively, and Micah Parsons didn't get a single first-place vote. Bosa amassed an NFL high recorded 51 tackles, 41 solos, and 48 quarterback hits. The 49ers have given up the fewest points and yards per game this season because of his efforts. Moreover, the 25-year-old tied Parsons for first in NFL with 90 pressures. The 49ers selected the Ohio State product with the 2nd overall pick, and he made his league debut in 2019. Since then, he has been among the most effective defensive players in the league. He contributed 25 quarterback hits, 47 tackles, and 9 sacks to the eventual NFC champions in 2019, earning him AP Defensive Rookie of the Year. When his sophomore season in 2020 was cut short by an ACL tear in Week 2, he made a strong comeback in 2021, compiling 15.5 sacks and an NFL-high 21 tackles for loss. He came second place in the NFC. The Bosa-led defense helped the San Francisco team this year as well, as evidenced by the team's 13-4 record, NFC West victory, and earning an NFC Championship game. Let's enlighten the career statistics of Lane Johnson in one of his games with Nick Bosa. He dominated with his painful injury. For then an hour after the Eagles secured their berth in the Super Bowl, Lane Johnson was sitting there with eye black streak down his face and his jersey still on, even though the rest of his teammates had already celebrated, dressed, and left. He felt proud not only for returning to the Super Bowl for the 2nd time in his career, but also, for now, he will return when the Eagles play the Kansas City Chiefs. Johnson is playing through a ruptured adductor muscle in his groin area that requires surgery, so it's unclear what he's trying to achieve. At any time, the injury can recur, causing excruciating pain. And Bosa, who is expected to win NFL Defensive Player of the Year, was undoubtedly prepared to profit from the situation. Nick Bosa said in his winning speech, "There'll be a time when you question yourself, but if you stay the course and believe in yourself, take it one day at a time, there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you." I hope you enjoyed this video. For more updates and videos, don't forget to thumbs up and comment below with your opinion on who's the most deserving player for the award. Thank you for watching.